Sun Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Tackled by Christian Fulton. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Winston. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Jameis now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. And this one is right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll go to Barkley again. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. The Giants at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Boyle here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Again, Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. T.J. Hockenson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On the delay, Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Here's Jackson to return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Herbert now. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Herbert. And that'll be caught by Tony. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. 23 yards the pickup there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Able to slither by. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 36. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready?
Jameis to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Winston now from the 50. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 30 on 2nd down, Winston setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Nyheim Hines in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. Airing one out for Boyd. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And his pass pass incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. On the return, Jackson. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Herbert off of play action. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 117 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
See what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Completes it to Samuel. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Herbert. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it.
Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Herbert.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Curtis Samuel, 37 yards.
And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Bass on for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now in Nashville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Here's Bass now to send it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Winston's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind to catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But New York set to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Here's Winston. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Jameis again. This one swung out here to Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, and finding the tight end Hooper. Okay. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. He's got his man in stride, complete. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down. From the gun, Winston. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result in the end, the Titans touchdown. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's got into the 43 here.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good something. A lot has been power.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one